Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. Ready to kick off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Arkansas's offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll try the run. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Bounced off his feet.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Tigers' offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Horn. Quick completion on the out. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the left. All kinds of running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Hitting hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see what they've got on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dialing up a second down pass play. Going to try to get it himself. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. And the Razorbacks get enough for the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the...
And they got him for the sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Looking for a deep man. And they can't make the connection on third down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. Third down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick six.
On the return, it's Anthony. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks. And it's
gonna let it fly. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down.
It's complete! They will score! Touchdown, Arkansas! And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Give to the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move to stay on his feet. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Horn. Gets open down the middle. At the 45 on its way. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run it from the gun. Twist his way through.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
On second down, looking again to throw. Got his man in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Manning. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Scanning the field, it's Horn. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They want to power it in on the ground on third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance.
He wants to go deep. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Trying to get behind the defense. Reels it in down the left side. And he breaks into the open. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Missouri!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Got him downfield. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy's quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
That's caught. It's Stevens. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Right on target this time. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Manning. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Back to pass, it's Horn. He finds his man. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. On that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Pressure coming. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points beforehand.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Glagway. Finds a man on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Going up top on first down. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. Got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to...
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. It's a great job by the offense.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it on the move. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Dropping back, it's Horn. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some...
He's going for it all. Snatches it on the right. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Arkansas. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
To the air, it's Horn. Grabs it in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Anthony. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Forced out of the pocket. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Got it in the middle with Stevens. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They try to pop a run on the draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for a block. It's Anthony. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
The give to the back. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for space, it's Russell.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He's got it down the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
The Razorbacks are marching down the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's hooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
To the air, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They're going to test the right side with this one. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Crosses to 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, this quarterback now has thrown for almost 450 yards. That is a lot of throws. That's a lot of success just chewing up yards left and right. Have a day, young fella.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Anthony. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the tailback. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. He looks that one in nicely. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Still looking. Dances away from the heat. Turns it on at midfield. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Here's the handoff. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Russell. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. On first down from the 13-yard line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Arkansas! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt.
Lost one deep down the right side. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air, it's Horn. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Manning. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Comes out throwing on first down. Got the quick pass.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. On second down, looking to throw. The quick out. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
It's second down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need
a shot toward the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you